I want you to answer the first question that doubters and naysayers have when you discuss a universal basic income. Why would you give money to people who may not have a specific need for it?
Well, everyone has need for money because money is a proxy for agency. Money is a proxy for ownership over time, and incomes are so volatile. So someone may not need money today, but as COVID-19 has illustrated for us, when a pandemic happens, whether it's a flood, a public health disaster, et cetera, cash is an important tool by which people can stay healthy, people can move to shelter, et cetera. So I would absolutely say that we understand we live in a world, in an economy that necessitates the need for cash to be able to pay for childcare, for transportation, for utilities, but also to deal with the unexpected emergencies. And we know before COVID that 1 out of every 2 Americans, not just people in poverty, 1 out of every 2 Americans cannot afford one $500 emergency. And that's why guaranteed income is a powerful tool to help with that.
So let's talk about a study some findings of your program, the Stockton Economic Empowerment Demonstration. They measured recipients from February 2019 to February 2020, right before the pandemic, what they spent their $500 on. Consistently, the largest spending category in each month was food, followed by sales, merchandise. Other leading categories each month were utilities and auto care or transportation. Less than 1% of track purchases were for tobacco and alcohol. So this idea that if you give people money, they'll just waste it on stuff didn't actually pan out in your experiment.
Absolutely not. And screamed out from the mountaintops that we can trust regular people with money just like we trust millionaires and billionaires with tax cuts every time there's an economic conversation about how do we move forward as a country. And I think it again goes to the point that we know that the vast majority of people are rational actors. We know that the issue isn't that people don't know how to manage money. The issue is that people don't have money to manage. We know the issue is not with people. The issue is with an economic system that doesn't allow for opportunity for everyone, where opportunity is not widely shared, but when people are literally working themselves to death and still unable to pay for necessities.
But it's a philosophical issue, right? I mean, we were able to, the Federal Reserve was able to do things to make sure companies could borrow money in a flash. The government is able to cut taxes for corporations. And yet the 3 times that we have asked for money, taxpayer money, to be given to people who are American taxpayers in their moment of need, we have twisted ourselves into pretzels to justify whether it's this many $100 or that many $100. It is kind of remarkable.
It's ridiculous, and it's actually rooted, I would argue, in racism. We know that oftentimes that class is a proxy for race. So when people say that folks who don't have as much as others will spend their money on alcohol or drugs or will make them not work, those feeds into racist tropes around people, particularly Black people, not knowing how to spend money or being lazy or buying Jordans and malt liquor. And the data, the evidence illustrates that's not true. And that's why I'm so proud of the over 40 mayors now who are standing up and saying, no, in this moment, the most important investment we can make to build back better is an investment into our people. And I'm excited about the childhood tax credit. It needs to be permanent because that's monthly, that's reoccurring, and it's a guaranteed income for families with children. And we know that this pandemic has illustrated it's not just people in poverty that are struggling. It's people who are one paycheck away. It's small business owners who've had their business disrupted because of COVID-19. It's a solution that's good for everyone, and one that has to be a policy in this country moving forward.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.